Hey everybody, it's that time. Come on up into the kitchen, have a little kitchen talk with Granna. I'm so glad you guys can spend just a few minutes of your time with me today in the kitchen. But before we get started, you guys know what that routine is. Okay, go ahead, right on down there, right down there at the bottom of your screen. Right down there, go ahead, take care of that thumbs up button. Go ahead and share my video with all your family and friends. If you have not become one of Granna's followers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Or if this is your first time checking out my video, then go ahead and become one of my followers and hit that subscribe button down at the bottom, okay? At the end of this conversation, you can come back and give me any comments that you would like to give me at that time, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get this conversation popping up into the kitchen today, okay? Let's just go ahead and talk about this killer hornet, okay? I know you guys have probably heard about this. I mean, oh my God, it's just one more thing to add to everything else that's going on with this coronavirus. Now they're talking about there is a killer hornets that has came from Asia over here to the United States, okay? I mean, this scientist say that this scientist said I think he's from Washington, back in December 2019, this past December, that he discovered these hornets, okay? My question is, when I heard that, was like, okay, you discovered these hornets in December, and now this is end of April going into May. Why have you not said something before now? Or why haven't this gotten out to the world before now? It's crazy how they sit on information. When they get this information, any kind of information, when they get it, they sit on it for months and months before they decide to put it out, you know, for us, for everybody to see. I don't know if they trying to figure something out or resolve something or start working on coming up with a solution when they when all this stuff comes, when they find out about whatever is going on in the world. I don't know if they're trying to come up with these different solutions before they start putting it out for the world. But this all took place, or this all started back in December with these killer hornets. They call them killer hornets, okay? And then I'm just wondering, how in the heck did these hornets get from Asia to the United States? How did they get over here? I mean, it's just amazed me how all this stuff is happening thousands and thousands of miles away, over in a whole different country. You know, the coronavirus started over in China, you know, and now this killer hornet is over there in Asia, around that area. And now they're starting to migrate to the United States and everything. Now they say these killer hornets mostly are killing off the honeybees, okay? And the honeybees is so important to our environment and just our everyday just the planet, just our everyday, when it comes to our vegetables and when it comes to our fruit and our, you know, just different plants and stuff. We need the honeybees to create that pollination, so that we can have the, you know, your vegetables and your you know, your fruits and stuff, because, you know, your apples and your squashes and all these different plants, you need those honeybees to pollinate so that we can have our vegetables. So these killer bees are taking out the honeybees and just destroying them. I don't know. I just don't get it. It's just crazy. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they say these bees are so dangerous and so potent that even if they sting a human being, 1 to 2 stings is all it takes when it comes to a human, and it will kill you. These things are that potent, and these bees get to be up to about 2 inches long, 2 inches, and they're potent. They're so potent that they're taking out the honeybees, and they have also sting some people over in Asia that has died from being stung by them. So it's just really crazy. It's just amazed me. And I sit back and I just kind of, I be trying to figure it out, but I guess I never understand. I just don't understand. How did they get over here? Are they migrating, flying? Or are they hitching a ride on some of these boats? Or are they getting on some of these, how they, it's only so many ways you can get from China or Asia to the United States. You're either gonna fly or you're gonna come across on a boat. And I just don't understand how, when they are migrating to the United States, that they're surviving that trip alone. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It just seems like so much stuff is starting in these different countries, and then it's coming over here. And when it hit the United States, it hitting like, it's coming in hard. It's hitting hard, and it's taking out so much of the major things that we need to survive. When Corona came in, bam, and just took out so many lives. And not to say, I'm definitely not saying that the people that lost their lives and the life that was taken away in these other countries are not valuable, because they are. Every life is valuable. Every life matters. Okay, so I definitely not saying that, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm only concerned about the people in the United States, because I'm not. I care about all people, okay? But it seems like, with all this stuff that's going on and everything that's originating over in these different countries. I'm sorry, time for some cranberry juice. It just seems that everything that's happening, everything that's going on is originating over in these different countries. And then it's getting to the United States, and it's moving quickly. It's coming quickly. It's just crazy how all this is coming into play and all this is happening. I don't mess around with no bees, period. I don't care if it's a honeybee, a yellow jack, a bumblebee. I don't care what kind of bee it is. I have gotten stung by a bee as a child or when I was much younger. So I don't mess around with bees anyway, because it hurts when they sting you. So I definitely hope that these scientists and whoever can get these killer hornets under control, and come up with something, because if they're as potent as they say they are, the everyday average bee insecticide, it's not gonna phase them one way or the other. It's not gonna probably do nothing but just make them hide in what they already is when you try to spray that on. So that ain't gonna affect them. So hopefully they can come up with some type of insecticide that can take care of these bees, and definitely prevent them from destroying all the honeybees, because we need the honeybees. And I knew that we needed honeybees. Honeybees was a main part of the pollination when it comes to pollinizing and all that. I knew that, but I didn't realize how much the honeybees actually did, when it comes to our plants, and how much we actually need them for the plants to survive and for the plants to do what they need to do, you know. So I went back and I read up about that. So I was, you know, that was a learning thing for me, because a lot of it I did not really, you know, I know the basic of the honeybees, but you know, that was about it. But I do hope that they get these bees under control, and because that's something else, like I say, you don't want, when you do get a chance for your the summer come and you get a chance for your kids to go outside and to, you know, to play, you don't want to be worrying about no bees. You know, you're already, you know, cautioned when any type of insect, you know, when it comes to your child or anything. So you definitely don't want to have to be outside or at the park or something like that, and you're worried about these killer hornets being around in your neighborhood or in your space or something like that. Because now, anytime you see any bee, I know me personally, every time I see a bee, I'm be like, I'm gonna be thinking it's a killer hornet, you know. I'm gonna be all like, oh wow, you know. I'm gonna be like probably going crazy, you know, because I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want to be staying anyway, and I definitely don't want to be out there worrying about no killer hornets, you know. It's crazy. I sit here, I laugh about it, but it's really serious. It's another serious thing that we have to take into our mind, and we have to think about when we're out. And I don't know if these bees has spread it throughout the United States. Because like I said, when I was watching the news broadcast, and when I went back and Googled about these hornets, it was saying that they were spotted up in the Washington D.C. area. So I don't know if they have, you know, been seen in anywhere else in the United States. I don't know. You know, like I said, they get this information and they hold on to it. They just sit on this information when they get it before they decide to, you know, let the world know about it. And some, you know, maybe, just maybe, if they were to go ahead and give the people a heads up when they get the information, instead of trying to sit on it, you know, start preparing people for some of these things that's going on in the world, people wouldn't be in such a panic when they do put it out there. Because when they put it out there, it's already at a state that it's kind of out of hand, it's out of control, and there's nothing that can be done about it, you know. So I don't know why the scientists and the different people that's in these leadership roles wait and hold information, you know, to the last minute before they put it out there. You know, like I said, maybe when they're getting this information, they're immediately get in the mode of trying to figure out a solution. I don't know, maybe that's what they're doing, you know, and that's cool if that's what they're doing. But you know, they need to think that by the time they put this stuff out there, that's why people go crazy. That's why people get in these panic mode. That's why they, you know, get all worked up and everything. You know, you're gonna throw something out there, but when you throw it out there, it's already here. It's already taking effect. It's already taking names, kicking butts, and doing what it's doing. So that's why people react the way they react. And it's gonna be the same thing with these killer hornets if they don't keep people up to date on what's going on with them, and let people know the areas that these killer hornets are at, and how they're traveling, and you know what to look for, what to do, how you can tell the difference. And I'm sure you can go back and you can Google all this information and find out how you'll be able to tell the difference between a killer hornet and a regular hornet and any type of bee and all that. Because a lot of time I just look at a bee as a bee. I don't care if it's a killer bee, bumblebee, it's a bee. A bee is a bee. So, you know, I guess you can go back and Google all that information and find out all that stuff. But I just wanted to go ahead on and throw that out there today to you guys. Go ahead and talk about it and get it out there, and give you something to research on your own when you have a few minutes. You know, do your research on it. Find out maybe some new information out there since I gathered my information. Okay, so, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Okay, So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to go back at the end of this video and leave me any comments that you might want to leave me. And don't forget, if you're out and about, you still need to be practicing your social distance, okay? You still need to be practicing your good hygienes. And when you're out, make sure you're still wearing your mask. A lot of places are actually saying you have to have your mask on before you can enter into their business now. So make sure you're wearing your mask. I did a video on a mask a couple of weeks ago. If you can Google it, Google Kitchen Talk with Granna, making a mask on a budget, or making a mask, a cheap mask. Go back, look at it, get what you need, get the little material you need, make your mask. Just be safe, okay? Spread the love to everybody. Do it from a social distance. Give everybody a smile. You can do it with the mask on, because when you smile, your cheek's gonna tell that you're smiling. So do that from a distance also with your mask, okay? Just stay positive, guys. Stay positive. Be patient. We're still not 100% open. We still have some things that we're still going through phases to get back into or get open so we can get back out there. And we're having some good weather here and there. Most of it is good. So just have a great day. Live your best life. Have a great day. Stay positive and just spread the love to everybody you come in contact with, okay? Thank you guys for giving me a few minutes. I'm gonna let you get up out of here, and I will see you guys next time around.